Welcome to another episode of Crypto Miner. Guys, today we will be analyzing what is happening regarding the Bitcoin price. We are going to be analyzing, of course, what is the major next step of Bitcoin right here, right now, in the immediate short term. And also we'll be analyzing what is happening regarding to the fact that Bitcoin is in this major territory where we are going to be actually struggling a little bit to figure out what is the bottom right now. We're going to be revealing everything and every strategy we have at this point, and we also want you to press this like button, subscribe to the channel, press the bell button for all the notifications so you get this very nice fresh content we are sharing every time, especially for you in the Crypto Miner Academy and community. Just go and join right now in the Telegram group, and of course the Crypto Miner Academy if you want to become the professional trader you have been dreaming of, with the best instructors in the industry right now. Let's go directly to the chart to find out what we have right there. Starting directly from the BLX chart of the Bitcoin, and of course here we can see the whole story and everything what is happening in the Bitcoin price during the years. We are going to be explaining what is the whole point by opening this chart first, and this very nice research that we have been doing the past weeks. So as far as you can see, guys, we are consolidating in this kind of falling wedges in every single point that we are watching right now. So for one more time we are coming to test one of these bottoms that we have right here, and those bottoms are actually major by counting the specific things that we are watching in the charts 100%. So as far as you see, very nice bottoms also for the RSI. You see, as far as you can check, also by putting a very nice horizontal line at this point, you can figure out that for one more time we are testing the bottom layer right here of this major 3-time touch for the RSI at these specific points. So we are going to be also checking out the fact that the money flows on the market cipher as well. You can also find the market cipher with discount if you just go to the cryptomineracademy.com/deals. You can find everything right there. There are not so many people that they can actually give this very nice discount for the market cipher, and we don't get anything from that. You just go there and you grab it. Since we have cooperation with CryptoFace and of course the market cipher, we provide this for you just for our fans and only. So as far as you can check, we have the very nice first green dot that is pretty much touching, or is coming at least to the levels of this first gray line that you see, that is the oversold side regarding to the momentum waves at first. So you see that we also have one more dot here, one more dot here, one more dot here. So I'm pointing at these very nice levels. So what I was doing, it was I figured out that this level is the pretty much bottom, okay, for first time, the first dump of every level right here after a very nice major all-time high that Bitcoin had in every case. So from this point, from this low, I have been counting how much actually is the percentage that is minus until the bottom layer. So what I figured out at first, it was that from this swing low to the next swing low is minus 43%. From this swing low to this swing low is minus 46%. And for one more time, this low to this low is minus 46% by 56. So guys, you figure out that at first we have many common things to check at this point. Then I'm coming to the hash ribbon signal. That is an on-chain metric based on the TradingView. Is a very nice signal that I love, especially when it comes to what is happening in the market right here, right now. So the capitulation phase, it's starting pretty much between this territory and this territory, as far as you can see. Capitulation phase for the miners, capitulation phase for the miners, capitulation phase for the miners. We actually have, after so long time, if I'm gonna count also here from the last buy signal, is approximately a year until we had this major signal coming in right now. So for me, RSI bottom together with these very nice buy signals is actually the best period of time for Bitcoin to buy directly with what we see in the charts. So I'm counting from the first territory until the last bottom, okay? And I figure out that also the periods of time that we are coming in to check out from the first to the next one is pretty much similar as far as you can see with the time. So also I have been counting how long it's going to take from the first green line that you see right here until the purple one, as far as you can see, is exactly 266 days. What is this major thing? I'm also counting here to 266 days. I'm figuring out that this is the major critical layer where we either testing the resistance line, going towards the downside and then breaking out, and then again going here, breaking out, going here, breaking out most likely. So as far as you can see, until 14th of November or 28th of November right here, we most likely going to have a major breakout for the Bitcoin price. And this is not something that I'm taking out of my brain, because I also figure out that the money flows are pretty much showing the same kind of direction. Look at this, guys. If you take this kind of major levels here to watch, if you split this, chord technically is like a third out of fourth, third out of fourth, third out of fourth entry, so it's approximately right here. You most likely going to have the most insane major buying signal in the history of Bitcoin by these charts. So it's not looking like we are gonna have another so major opportunity for this kind of price range that we have right now. What does it mean? Is this a financial advice? Of course not, guys, of course not. But we also can point to the levels of what we have right now, and you can also see what the chart says, and this is not my opinion. So let's say pull out this very nice resistance line for the RSI. As far as you can see, look at this boy. This is amazing. This is just amazing. So I'm pointing out these major lines that we have in the RSI, and we pretty much figure out that after this buy signal that most likely is going to come, this is like the second capitulation sign that we have right now. Especially if I'm gonna go to the daily chart, you will see another capitulation sign coming on this week. So this is major. So are we going to have one more dump, and most likely a reversal, a price reversal? So the RSI can also curve, and especially showing us at this point that we are gonna have a major breakout. I'm just wondering, and I'm asking you guys, of course, you can leave me all the comments down in the field. You can comment everything so we can figure out what is happening right here, right now. So this research is actually pointing insane things at this point. So let's also figure out what the Pi cycle bottom indicator says. So I'm figuring out as well that the bicycle bottom indicator, it's one of the most insane indicators with the cross signals, as far as you can see right here. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see further what is happening. This has been exactly the bottom of Bitcoin in the next week that came. So this is actually insane. And let's go to the next one, Pi cycle bottom indicator. You can find it for free in the TradingView. Also, we have one more cross right here, exactly the bottom for this bear market, and let's point to that one. We are very close. What do you think, guys? I think it's one more leg towards the downside until we see the next major level coming for the buy signal for the Bitcoin. Look at this, guys. We are also one more capitulation sign right here that is pointing maybe to the correct direction. So let's see this curving, closing step by step right here, and also this one connecting, so we can get the best buying signal of the next 4-year chart. This is what I believe in. This is what the chart is actually showing. But who cares actually what I believe in? This is what we see from 100% scientifically approach that we are doing in the charts right now. And we figure out that most of the things are actually looking insanely good. Of course, the history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Here, it also repeats, guys, as far as you can see. So I see very nicely as well that we have a major green line here. This is a support line that we are holding right now perfectly. Could we have another leg towards the downside? We have to zoom in and see what is happening at these levels. I'm gonna also go into shorter time frames, so maybe we can figure out what is happening right now. See, here we are in the 4-hour chart, and as far as you can see, we have another symmetrical triangle that actually broke towards the upper side right now. Are we going to have another confirmation sign so we can pop further? At this point, maybe yes, we are gonna maybe have a very nice green day in the closing, of course, of Nasdaq and S&P 500 tonight. And this is pointing also to the approximately 24,000 up here. What I'm saying right now, is this going to happen? I would say that you should, guys, be careful. You should be careful in every case. And also we have to see if this is going to be a legit breakout, but later on I expect a further price action towards the downside, since the capitulation sign is also on right now. And this one, the money flow on the green, is actually curving, is giving one more signal. As far as you can see, we have some bearish divergence coiling up right here. And in case we will see another pump, another leg towards the upper side, maybe a very nice small Elliott's, like playing out, maybe at this point, okay, something like that. So we can see some further price action towards the upper side, and then maybe collapse towards the downside by falling a very nice rising wedge, or who knows, until like the end of the week. And then most likely to the next couple of weeks we can see the next leg towards the downside, very nice capitulation, or most likely a very nice upside move, and then another curve towards the downside. But most likely consolidation is what it seems like is playing at this point. What I see, those are the bearish divergences on the money flows, but on the downside, as far as you can see, guys, we have bullish divergence on the momentum waves and the VWAP that is coming to most likely curve and give us the third leg towards the upper side. So this is what I'm expecting. The next price target is approximately 23.9. So I would point that by actually putting an horizontal line here. So this is what I'm giving at this point. And if you actually going to pull out these very nice fib levels right here, okay, it says perfectly that 23.6 and 24.2, this is the major territory that you should watch. And of course we could be prepared for the next 25,000. And of course we can take this a little bit higher, so we can have like two kind of price targets in case we want to trade that in the shorter time frames. So this is one, this is two, and those are the two levels that I'm actually pointing at right now. And this is what I'm expecting as a next move. So we could have like a kind of consolidation right here, something like that. I think is a little bit small space, so this can actually play out at this point. But yes, why not to come here and test the 27,000? So yeah, it could be another case that we should watch at this point. But the market is actually showing like it's gonna have another leg, a small leg towards the upper side, and then the most likely to curve. So it gives the nice, very nice last dump, a very fast dump that can take us all the way to what's the downside. And in my opinion, I wouldn't expect the 13,200. So I'm coming a little bit to change my my mentality regarding to what I believe for the for the downside, because guys, first of all, we should think and take things step by step. So could we have another leg towards the downside that everyone is expecting, to approximately 14,000 something, all the way down to the 12,000, because really everyone believes that things are going that way. So I would say in a very nice actually signal that is giving me right now is approximately 15,200 as far as I remember. So of course, don't take me wrong, but look at this, guys. Look what is happening with an AB equals CD right now. What we have, do you see, like this is pressing towards the downside, but of course we will not come to take the profits all the way down in case we are shorting. At this point, we are not gonna take the levels towards the downside, and especially guys, if you will think like this, look how perfectly it rhymes. Like 50,500 is the 1.414. I wouldn't go and take as a consideration the 1.618 because everyone is pointing to this level. So I would expect a little bit price action, a little bit to the upper side. I would come to actually buy spot, in my opinion, and of course this is not financial advice, I repeat myself again. I wouldn't come at this point down here to buy a spot position. I would actually have several targets at the 16.2, 15.5, and of course 14.4. Yes, I would put like of course some amount right here, but the most likely scenario that in my buy territory, so I can be safe and I know that I'm getting on board at this point, it should be that way. So guys, that's all about me. I hope you appreciate the content. I hope you appreciate what CryptoMinder is sharing with you, and of course the Telegram group community is also here, so it can give you and provide you with the best things always. And you can just go find everything in the pinned comment section down below. You can trade like a pro in the CryptoMinderAcademy.com/deals. You can become professional trader in the CryptoMinderAcademy.com/academy. You can find the best instructor, and of course you can get these very nice insane signals that you can trade by yourself. And of course we can give you a rope and you can fish like a big fisherman in these markets of crypto that no one really knows what they are doing and they don't know how to trade them. That's why we don't get wrecked. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, see you in the next one of Crypto Miner. Bye bye.